Trey Moses for Ball State down the stretch here, David Iha. Not a huge impact in the box score today, but a couple of big plays down the stretch.
Well, he has, Joel. 4 rebounds, 3 of them on the offensive end. So saving the Cardinals those extra possessions. And last time, doing a terrific job protecting the rim.
Playing against his high school teammate in Cameron Reed. They've known each other since they were 3 or 4 years old, Moses said. Both are on the floor at the moment. The coolest nugget, and you always kind of think that this happens as Trayvon Thibodeau misses the free throw, but you don't really know that it happens. As Moses said, in AAU ball, they would, or in summer ball, they would know a coach is there to see one or other, and they'd get the other guy the shots to make sure he could look good. These guys helping each other out.
Exactly. Both really good teammates along with good players.
8 points is the lead, 9 the largest heading into the timeout for Ball State.
And speaking of the freshman, Reed has his hands full right now guarding the Cardinals' leading scorer, Ryan Weber.
Well, there is Weber on the curl, gets into the lane, cannot finish though. Got his own board. Ryan Weber for Ball State, 7 points, and he's done it all in the last 2 minutes.
Just a junior working on a freshman there.
Off the backboard, and Weber had the leak out. Good tipped pass slows things down.
And now you're at that juncture. Ball State was here against IUPUI. Let them creep back in. You've got a 10-point lead at the 6-minute mark. Be quick, don't hurry, as John Wooden used to say.
Spin move. Missed it. Almost got it back again, though. Weber still playing well.
Got a fine read here.
Wide open. What a quick release. Just off the mark and an offensive board. Reset here for New Orleans. How about the release for Reed?
He is definitely a shooter extraordinaire.
Gill, step back. Kristavius Gill is just not on today here for New Orleans.
12 rebounds now for Bo Calhoun. So as we said, struggling a little bit offensively with 4 points, but getting it done on the glass.
Block called. That goes on Thomas, his second. Kristavius Gill, David, is 1 of 7. He has missed both his 3-point attempts. It's interesting. Odd note, I don't know what to make of it. But Kristavius Gill this year has had double-figure field goal attempts 4 times. Today is the 3rd time this year he has not had double-figure field goal attempts. He has not hit a shot in 2 of those 3 games. So volume shooter, and the more he shoots is when he scores.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I've watched a couple other games. He typically has gotten a lot more baskets in transition. He likes to lead the break. He's done it off of a couple steals, but Ball State's done a pretty good job finding him on the break.
Calhoun wanted the 3, dumps it off. Moses going back to the line. Zeno the foul, his second.
I tell you, Bo Calhoun just doing a terrific job passing. What a luxury when your 4-man can put it on the deck, draw the defense, and here goes Trey Moses back to the free throw line. See if he can capitalize. Last time, 1 for 2. Stroke looks much better than a 40% free throw shooter.
I'll tell you what, too, with a guy like Trey Moses, those are the types of buckets that next year he should, or you would hope, if you're James Whitford and staff, that he can finish. Get into the weight room, put some muscle on what still is very much a high school body.
Absolutely.
Gill, there he is on the leak out. You just mentioned it. And a hard foul. They get Smith for the block. And that's an interesting point of emphasis in the new rules. They're supposed to not necessarily reward bad offense, so to speak. So if you're out of control, the foul is on you, and that's trying to find ways to enforce it appropriately.
Yeah, and they're going to say that I think Niall Smith got him on the arm rather than the body, but you see what it's like trying to stop Gill when he gets a full steam ahead. Talk about lightning quickness.
Foul on Smith, his second. Great statement from that man, Mark Schlesinger, on Kristavius Gill. He's only 5'8", 168, one of the smaller players in college basketball. Said, hey, you've got to look past those things sometimes and give somebody a chance. He said, my wife looked past my looks and gave me a chance. So everybody deserves their opportunity to overachieve. He said it.
He has quite the sense of humor. It was fantastic talking to him about his enjoyment of the dining scene in New Orleans as opposed to growing up in Bloomington.
He said it too. There are no bad restaurants. Dump off for Moses. He said the bad ones just close. So after a while, you do some damage.
And speaking of doing damage, that was a terrific finish by Trey Moses, courtesy of Niall Smith with the little driving dish.
Turnover in the lane. This could be fireworks. Moses stripped. Clean. Christavius Gill into a three. It is fireworks, but on the other end, Christavius Gill keeping New Orleans in it with 4:14 to go.
Well, you see why he's the third leading steal getter in the Southland Conference. The little guy with quick hands and then finishing with the three.